Yeah.
Call the Lord into you.
And so you can be like, hey, if I line up the sound of the clap when the clap and everything's lined up right.
Just someone's ass cheeking for you. Clap.
Yeah.
What, does that sound like a Fire Soul intro? Misfits.
We're gonna do it.
Alright guys, so pretty much,
We're back after a long ass hiatus.
to be fair, there's gonna be more homebrew episodes coming out before this comes out. But yeah, we're playing Rifts right now. It's a completely different system,
Completely different.
completely different campaign,
One DM'd by a different person.
completely different everything. We're not gonna spend any time going through our characters or anything. You'll figure it out. We'll all figure it out. I barely know that they're not human.
We're dogs. That's all you need to know.
Other than that, the episodes are gonna be shorter, so the easier to edit and come out. Which also means that hopefully we'll have 2 or so coming out every week. Other than that, look forward to more updates on all of our channel, or not all of our, like we have 8 of them.
Mm-hmm.
All 3 of the channels, mine, and then the gaming and film production ones. Look forward to more uploads on both those. Let's get going.
Alrighty, adventurers. Let us begin our tale of Rifts.
Okay.
So,
It's not as cool without a robot voice.
Let the dungeon master speak.
This isn't a
that sounded like
dungeon.
you said
Wait,
dungeon
we can
master.
hear our god?
Yes, okay.
I'm
So-
agnostic.
I should open up the fucking notes. I
Which
have
one?
on my computer. There we go.
Oh.
Alright, so this takes place in the Rifts universe. We are in the 3 galaxies. This takes place over 2 or 3 millennia after the Great Cataclysm of Earth. Now, the Great Cataclysm was basically humans fucked up Earth so badly they basically destroyed themselves. But in the process, opened up space-time rifts to other dimensions and places in the universe, and thus spread out into the cosmos. Unfortunately, in the eons, Earth has been lost. Earth is but nothing but a myth, a legend, something like Atlantis or El Dorado. People know it may have existed, but there's no physical evidence that it did, besides the humans that once inhabited it.
Or eating food and not getting fat.
So, in the 3 galaxies that are now
Tim getting
the
laid.
primary... Okay, but humanity has now spread out into 3 separate galaxies. These are called the Megaton, the Thundercloud, and the Anvil galaxies. Each galaxy is owned by their own respective rulers. The Anvil Galaxy, also known for any Palladium Rifts fans, I say the wrong names of stuff. Sorry, I'm still learning the lore myself. The Megaton Galaxy is owned by the CCW, or the Coalition of Civilized Worlds. They're basically the Federation of Star Trek, kind of. They're made up of various races and seek to unify the galaxies together. The Anvil is owned by the Transgalactic Empire. They're pretty much a ruler of dictatorship empire. They are ruled by more of a single race comprised of a bunch of other slave races, basically. Now, while they are more or less bad, they're not the whole villain of the story. Then you have the Thundercloud Galaxy. Thundercloud isn't ruled by anyone. The Thundercloud is home to millions of planets that are not really habitable by normal living creatures. There are organizations that own it. It's more or less just owned by whoever can survive there. Although there are races out there that have been known to stake their claim in other places. Let's say that.
Not nice people.
Our tale begins on the human colonized world of Geb, a small planet in the Megaton Galaxy under the Coalition of Civilized Worlds jurisdiction. It's one of the more populated worlds that the humans live on.
How do you spell Gleb?
Geb.
Geb?
G-E-B.
Okay.
Gleb.
Geb. So Geb is a basic continental world. But it's pretty similar to Earth, except just slightly different in shape and in weather systems and all that jazz. In the center is the major capital city called New Geb. Now, the city is built in a more circular style structure build, basically goes out in rings, and each ring is just different districts and different levels of economy. In the middle of the city, though, stands the Leyline College. It's one of the most powerful and respected magic colleges in the universe. It is owned by the Archwalker David Arren and his family. Now, the Archwalker does kind of control the planet in a way, but he doesn't run the planet like he doesn't make sure everything goes accordingly. He's got other people to do that for him because he's more focused on just the college itself.
You name the place Gag.
Yes.
Out of all the-
Also, that wasn't he.
Let
he
our
didn't name
God
it. He didn't name
speak.
it. Also, this is like this plant's been around for 1,000 years. He's
Whoever
not,
made it was drunk.
Or he just really liked Egyptian mythology, and you can be quiet.
Okay, let our God speak.
Yeah. So our tale begins in the college, in a normal hallway corridor outside of a large wooden door. Sitting outside of it is a young woman. Would you care to describe yourself?
So she walks out. She's wearing. She is like her all of her clothes are
What's
like
her name?
red. So I thought you just wanted like physical appearance.
Give your whole character description.
Okay.
please. Everyone's gonna have to do it. So.
My name is Lercrem.
Lercrem Odd, because that's the last name I gave. Should have said that before, but you know.
I am a ley line walker. Going to the college and everything. My father owns it. So then when she walks out, she's wearing red. Like all of her clothes are like this nice red silk. But then she has she has all this like jewelry and stuff on her, and it's all like ornate different like dragons on her arms, and like scorpions and like snakes on her chest and stuff. And it's just like this really ornate golden and silver.
Okay. So you've been sitting out in front of this door for a good. Alright. So you've been sitting out in this hallway for a good 15-20 minutes. You were called in by the head of security, Jordan, who you've
Oh, that bitch.
had a good amount of run-ins with. But he called you here because he stated that there was a special thing that I had in mind.
Daddy Jordan's got a job for you.
Oh dear God! Oh!
Cease!
Stop throwing those at my face.
Okay. Anyway, so you've been sitting at a good 15 minutes. Jordan basically told you to wait out here, and he went inside. He hasn't come back out since. You didn't do anything. You can hear a slight murmur coming
Can I
from the
try
door.
like to listen into the listen through the door, or without actually walking up and fully putting my head on the door? Can I just maybe
Just,
scoot closer or
Alright.
just kind of focus in on it?
Roll me a D100. That's
It's 2d10, right?
yeah, it's 2d10.
I got 100 or a 1.
You rolled a 100.
Oh.
Well, shit, this is a good start.
You fall.
As a quick note, 100s are epic fails, and 1s are ultimate victories.
How do you
So,
go tone deaf?
instead of listening to the door, you listen to the nearby wall. It has,
I didn't hear nothing.
you hear a slight, faint sound of stone, which is nothing.
I just
And Mike's having
I
sex in the wall.
actually
In
just
fact,
stopped
in
her.
fact, it is, in fact, to some random people kind of walking around at the end of the hallway, they just see this girl huddled against a random pillar opposite to the door, just listening to the stone.
They're like, is the Archmage's daughter go crazy? Is she on her
You're
meds?
already proving your intelligence.
After
Not me.
you stand there listening to the stone for a good couple minutes, kind of just not even aware that you're not listening to the door. In fact, you're kind of just like, you don't even realize it until you hear on the opposite side the door click and open up. To which case, Jorgen then appears. Now, Jorgen is a very big man. He's a large, muscular man, fairly good facial hair, flat top haircut. And he
How
comes
tall
out.
is he?
He's a good 6'5".
Okay, so he's only
He's like my dad.
He's only 7 inches taller than me. That's
He's
not
a
too bad.
big guy.
That's not too bad.
He's
He's still
a-
half a foot taller.
That's
And
still a look up like that.
Yeah, but he's also he is a muscular man. He is a good built man,
We're taller than him by a foot.
pretty much. He walks
So we're
out,
not good though, huh?
and so Jorgen walks in, opening the door, and he goes, "What was your name? I'm gonna make sure I pronounce it correctly.
Laracrown.
I'm just gonna call you Lair,
Lara.
because Lara.
No, Lara.
Alright, let's have him go Lair. Alright, Lair, what?
How about
And he
Ren?
stops. Huh?
Ren works. Ren's a better name.
Alright, and he comes out.
Ramja.
Alright, Ram. What are you doing? He stands there, kind of looking at you very puzzling as you're still listening to the stone.
I instantly like sit up and I'm like, what? I wasn't doing anything.
Right.
That's more suspicious.
Alright, come in.
When there's
Please
a
don't-
dice
can you
fight in
please-
this video.
Lower yourself. You gotta
Before
put
I
this.
go and walk in, like when he tells me to come in, I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna turn to him and I'm like, step forward and be like, I didn't do it, whatever it is this time I'm here for. I didn't do it this time.
He kind of turns back and looks at you and he's like, do what exactly?
Whatever you called me here for, dude. I didn't do it.
Nothing.
I haven't done anything.
He kind of like, well, I would imagine you haven't done it because this is an assignment.
Alright.
He's like, no, come in, your father will explain. And as he kind of lumbers through the door, and yeah, he leaves the door open though for you to come in.
Okay. Do I think my dad's in there? Or like, do I actually think I'm gonna get like a call from my dad or like see him or something?
I should probably mention that this is outside of his office, and you know this.
I go inside.
Alright, so you enter into this large circular room, and around it there are edges with a bunch of bookshelves and all kinds of little bottles and trinkets kind of floating around, magically suspended and all this stuff. There's a large window at the back, circular shape, and it has this kind of opened rift with a hand on fire coming out of it. This is the symbol of the college. And you see kind of on this circular elevated platform, this long desk, your father's desk, and you see him standing in front of it. Now, your father, David, is wearing this long, elegant white robe, and he's kind of got this fairly decent beard, not like long white beard, but it's a good, decent size. He's in his mid-40s, maybe close to 50s. He's a decent man. He's standing there, he's facing towards, looking down at the desk, and you can't really see what's on the desk. But you also see your mother, Shelly Orange. She's kind of standing there, but as soon as you walk in, she immediately looks over and she's like, oh, hello dear, how are you today?
Your mother's name is Shelly.
Shut up.
I'm gonna look at my mom and be like, I'm gonna try to see like I'm gonna try to gauge her reaction, like how she's feeling.
Okay.
Because like, you know, she seems a little bit on edge. So, like I wanna see like,
You want to try and...
yeah, I
What
wanna
do
see
you
like
want to do?
if I think it's spooky or anything, or if it's like she's just being my normal anxiety for
Yeah,
mom.
roll it.
I'll be 57.
Okay. You can kind of... She doesn't appear too abnormal to you, but there is this kind of look on her face of both slight worry, but kind of this kind of look like this was going to happen kind of feel. But you don't really pick up on that, but you kind of, after a couple minutes of thinking, you kind of realize that's kind of what she's doing. But it's not immediately apparent.
I don't see
Seems pretty normal though, just slightly more, I guess, down than you normally see. But other than that, she seems fine. In the process of her addressing you, your father then turns around and he goes, "Ah, you're around. Well, how have you been?"
Other than unexpectedly getting called over here, I mean, I think I've been doing pretty okay. My classes are going well. I'm walking, talking, learning my magic spells.
That's good. Yes, as for the unexpected announcement, my apologies. We wanted to let you know of this earlier, but certain things had to be dealt with before we can assure this. But,
They care, brother.
so as he says this, and he takes a step down from the platform and kind of walks over to you, and he kind of looks you, kind of looking at you, kind of in inquisitive look, like he's kind of pondering what to say, or how to phrase what he's about to say. He kind of walks towards you and he looks at you and he says, "Something has come up and we believe you're the one to help fix it." And then he puts his hand on your shoulder and kind of guides you toward, are you gonna let him guide you?
Yeah. I'll
Yeah.
let him get it.
He kind of guides you towards the desk as well. And kind of as he's walking, he starts explaining, "We've received a message from a low-life, distant corner of the galaxy. Something has come up that requires college attention. Now, as you know, we would normally send more experienced or more certified members of our organization to deal with this, but I feel like this is more of a situation that would be a perfect test of your skills. You've come a long way in this school, and I believe that this could be very useful for you."
I'm gonna, cause he's bringing me closer to the desk, I'm gonna examine the desk.
Alright.
And there's obviously stuff he's kind of okay with me seeing, cause it's out there on the desk,
Yeah.
leading me to it. But I'm gonna try to quickly, maybe not read,
Yeah.
cause I can't sit down and read it.
Mhm.
I'm gonna scan for anything I'm not supposed to see.
Alright,
Yeah,
roll me
I'll try to
another
find
D100. As I was saying, D100s are kind of your basic perception stuff, unless it's a specific skill. What did you get?
I got a 52.
Okay, it's still fine. So the desk is this long, ornate, dark brown kind of wood desk. On it you see a collection of some books, some just kind of normal arcane spell books, and some history books that you can kind of see. The biggest thing though that catches your eye are two things. One is this a tablet of sorts. Now, you know what they are, you've seen them around, but your father's not really known to use one. So, another thing though is you see is this long bundle of cloth that sits along the table at the edge next to it. You can't tell what it is, but it's heavily wrapped and kind of bound.
Yeah, I have no idea.
But yeah, no, dude, you don't really know what it is. Unless you want to try to make an attempt to try to figure out what it is.
Crap.
If you have any specific skills that will let you figure it out.
What would that be?
Anything that would identify something, or
Could I use my magic, my magical ore? 'Cause I have skills in magic.
well, the thing is that you don't know if it's magical. You just see a long wrapped piece of cloth. It's
Wow.
like a big, it's like a rolled up sheet.
Well, my skills in magic, religion, aliens are the same. So can I just make one roll for all of those?
As I said, you don't know if
Guess.
it's magical or not, so it really
But
wouldn't help
I'm,
you.
I'm just trying to.
And there's nothing
guess.
in- I would say.
I'm trying to be what would I think could it
Do
be
you have
under there?
identify object or anything of that sort?
I don't think
It's
so.
not like a spell, but a skill, because you're obviously not going to cast a spell in the middle of it.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I guess then if you don't have a skill, just roll me another D100, but then I'm going to roll another, I guess just roll D100 and we'll see what you get. You'll have a success of, I would say give it a success of 25 to figure out completely what it is. What'd you get?
I was 73.
You guys everything? you can't really figure out what it is. You just know it's a long wrapped up sheet. In fact,
This is a lot harder than I thought it was.
just wait until we get to the actual skill check. So he leads you up to the desk and then he stops. He doesn't lead you up the step, but he does lead you up close to the desk.
Okay.
He then takes a step up and grabs the tablet and he kind of scrolls on it a little bit. And he hands it to you. He says, "This here will be your ticket to Dorian X1. We received a message that
Do I know what that is?
you don't really know what it is. You know it's a planet, but you don't know where or what specifically it would be. But again, when you look at the PDA, it plainly says it's a planet in the far edge of the galaxy. So look at my computer.
I was checking the time.
Yeah, it's 19 minutes.
The timer.
Anyways, so you. Alright, so anyways, you look at the PDA and it has a basic travel ticket for Dorian X1. It's nothing really anything different about it. It says, we received word
Can
that,
I check the date on it?
yeah, it's
Like when am I like? Cause like I assume it's like my ticket.
It's today's date for departure.
Well, fuck. That's out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
What a shitty climb.
Oh. Anyways, so let me actually finish this conversation before you start making throwing shit at me. So he looks at you and he goes, "We've received word that an artifact has been discovered here, and from what we've been told, it's an exceptionally powerful artifact. Now, normally we would just send a representative or a basic ambassador to go and verify this, but we've received word that some less than reputable members of society, as we will say, have taken an interest in it. Now, we're sending you because we feel that it would be a good
Why?
Now, to you, this would be kind of more like you kind of agree with it because you, through your studies, have been proven to be exceptionally gifted with magic and exceptionally skilled. And there's also the slight fact that he is kind of just, as I said, he is kind of going like, we are sending you on this dangerous mission, but we are not just sending you blindly into the wind.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask my dad and be like, yo, not actually, I'll be like, so father, what kind of artifact are we looking at? And what does this mission entail? Am I gonna have to like steal it from somewhere, or are we just trying to
No.
get it back?
The artifact itself, details on it are very fuzzy. They're not, the situation isn't exactly normal, as I was saying. But we do know that the artifact is especially powerful and especially unique, as from what we've been told. Now, the artifact has been moved into the capital of the planet. You won't have to go and steal it. You'll just have to acquire it and get it off-world and back to us. It's a very simple procedure.
Well, then I guess, when do I leave?
You'll be leaving in but an hour. Jorgen will escort you to the spaceport, but we are going to be sending you with a few things. For one, you will have a contact on the planet. Now, the PDA will give you more detailed instructions on where to go and who to meet, but he is a reliable contact. He's worked with me personally for a few years now. But we will also be sending a few individuals with you that we believe will help you. Jorgen, can you bring him in, please? And Jorgen goes, right away, sir. He walks over to a nearby door, kind of opens it and closes it. After a couple minutes, he comes back and he says, right here, sir. Would you like to describe yourself now?
I am Kiro Echo. And I am gay as hell.
Right when you start describing yourself,
You know
just
what?
continue.
There are some people that description.
At least he knows his daughter's safe.
I've met people, and
Continue, let's continue here. That's
Okay,
22 minutes of time.
okay, yeah, we'll probably after.
My character design is steampunk style ranger.
Okay?
Nice.
Just wearing like goggles on your head, kind of
Yep.
leather-based armor.
Yep.
Yeah. So just a background on you. You were basically kind of the city's outside hunter. You lived on a kind of one of the more farming rural areas surrounding the town near a large forest. You lived with your father, who trained you very well in the ways of the wilderness scout and many other survival techniques. You have had dealings with the college before, dealing in helping give them animal pelts or animals for whatever they need. This time you were asked, though, for the fact that you have proven your skills to the college. They've asked you to come in for a special assignment that requires your unique skills, just considering it's an off-world adventure. Now, you are probably one of the few who have been off-world quite a bit. So.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyways, Jorgen, with his large hand compared to you, because he kind of almost like could cover your whole face with his hand, leads you in. He's like, I brought him here, sir. He almost shoves you a little bit towards them, but kind of.
I'll give him that sexy look, like, I love it when you shut
You
me.
look at me, not the camera.
Okay.
I don't know. I kind of like that. That's kind of funny. Like
Yeah, the camera's broken.
the camera is every other character.
I'm like, I like you even shoved me harder than that.
You actually say
you
that,
kind
or
of-
you
you
look
kind
at him like
Wait, are
that?
you like looking at him like it, or do you actually say that? You like kind of look at him like he's not, or what?
I'm like, my mind is like harder.
Okay, so you don't actually say that.
You don't actually, you just kind of give him a look like, can you, like,
Can you not?
Okay, and he kind of looks at you, kind of like, oh, sorry. He kind of backs up a little bit, and then
He's like, you're not a 16-year-old I could throw into the wall. Oops.
Yeah. Anyway, so Aaron then proceeds to motion his hand towards you and says,
Just words.
say your name again.
Hero.
He says,
Yes, he
this is Kiro. He has been a very helpful, adventurous type for the college. I believe
Do I know that he's been off-world? Or, like,
you
is my
you
dad-
don't really know him.
Oh.
You don't deal with much of the outside stuff of the college, much at least not in like his level of college.
I think my character would find that really impressive though.
Yeah.
Because like I don't think like he's probably like I don't even know think I probably haven't.
Yeah. Anyways,
I've probably
so
gone to like big stuff on the world.
yeah. So anyways, he kind of then motions. He will be your aide on this adventure.
Hello, hey, my name is Lord Krem, but you can call me Rem. Guess we're gonna be going out here together.
He's just like standing there like with the blank face, like
You're like, okay.
okay.
He's just like, I need the money.
Yeah. 'Cause they are paying her.
He's like, I'm
paying him quite a bit.
He's like, I'm here for the paycheck.
Yeah, because that's another thing is that
Girlfriend, I ain't here for you.
How old do you look? Like I don't know how old you
That's
actually
you.
are. Yeah, but like how old are you? Because my character would see this. I don't know. How old do you think you are? Like how old do you look?
20.
You look 20? Or are you 20?
Yes.
I would
21
say
or something.
yeah, around that.
Okay, cool. So like you
21.
look pretty young.
Yeah.
A little
You're younger than
little older than me, but not too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, then
You
so
hot?
what?
You hot? I
Of
don't
course
know.
I'm hot.
I don't know you're gay. I'm asking. Like, are you?
Yeah,
is
so
your character hot?
it's not like you came and announced that you're gay. It's the fact that
No, I haven't.
yeah.
So I'm just wondering if you're hot.
Oh,
I'm not
Considering,
17.
like-
considering he's got a 16 in physical beauty, pretty good looking.
He's 3 better than me. That's a lot.
Yeah, he's pretty good
He's
looking.
just like stared like
Okay, cool.
He's yeah.
just
So am I
like
kind
stared
of mesmerized? Because you know this is like a.
I mean, are you trying to charm him or
well,
no?
not like actually mesmerized, but just kind of like
You kind of
intrigued.
Damn.
you probably would.
Kind of like a little intrigued.
Because I mean,
I'm
because he does come in kind of wearing these high knee boots, and he's like definitely
He's
wearing
just
some
different.
stuff that
He's
kind of
just-
sticks
yeah,
out.
He's just different. He's not like kind of people because
Yeah.
we're all like magicians.
Definitely
we're
looks
all ley line
different
walkers
from what
and
stuff
like,
you see.
we like learn this stuff. So he's like completely different person, like brand new. And it's like
Yeah.
looking at him like, huh,
Right.
all right.
But so anyway, so 27 minutes.
Leather
Yeah.
pants. And,
Are we gonna introduce them in the next couple minutes?
Huh?
Yeah, we're gonna. How long is it gonna take to introduce them? Because this first episode,
We
we
just have one person introduced though.
Yeah, well, let's get done with the introductions.
Yeah,
then we'll just end it.
yeah.
Anyway, so
This first one can be a little long.
yeah, and so anyways, so Aaron then looks upon you and says, "Now, Ray, you will be in charge of this venture, as you are our more direct representative here. But there are certain
on the second.
thank you, unsightly events that can happen. If such things occur, you will be."
Am I used to my dad saying slightly this much, or is he just nervous?
He seems a little off on edge, a little bit, just because something you get. I mean, roll me a D100. See if you can kind of see if you can kind of pick up on anything.
Oh,
I think I'm dead.
Oh, that's not good. That's a 61.
You know that you don't really notice too much. He is kind of.
Okay.
You kind of do notice a little bit that he's talking a little weirder than normal, but he's not. You don't really get the sense that.
Kind of like
anything's
he doesn't
off.
have the right vocabulary towards me.
Yeah.
Like I assume he can
It's not like
describe-
he's not saying things that are out of order. It's just that he's using some words that you don't hear him say a lot, but nothing about him really stands out just to worry about why he's using them.
So it's like the idea. It's like It's like I can tell that instead of being like you might die, he's being like
He's kind of saying that there is the possibility that
someone's
shit
gonna
could
get
hit the
hurt.
fan. That yeah, but he says, and so basically he then goes to say, now Ren, you know I wouldn't send you on anything that I couldn't think you couldn't handle. This is a very basic thing, but I do, as I've said before, I do feel like this is something that you should handle. Now, I do have something else for you. This is where he turns and picks up the rolled up cloth. He then begins to kind of hand it to you. And he gives you
take it.
he gives you the cloth and says, but before he kind of keeps you from getting it, kind of grips it a little bit, he says,
So like we're both holding it. And I'm
yeah,
like,
you're kind of both holding it, but he kind of looks at you and he says, this here served me very invaluable, but I must warn you, it's not something to be taken lightly. I do believe that it should go to your hands now. I've found
Well, look, Paul.
no use for it. And then he kind of lets go and kind of lets you have it.
Cool.
Do you want to wrap it?
yeah. So I'll like I'm like curious. Like I slowly unwrap it, and then
And-
once I unwrap it, what do I see?
So as you kind of unwrap it, it's not really like securely wrapped. It's kind of base ribbon wrapping kind of stuff. Kind of unfolds really easily. And Aaron's just standing there. He doesn't really do anything to kind of stop you from unwrapping it. He just stares at you. And so you unwrap it, and what you see is a staff. This long, very slightly, maybe a good couple inches taller than you, maybe, but
So it's like
very-
6 feet.
It's a good sized staff. The main staff part of it is made of this black wood, but the texture is not completely wood. It's almost metallic in its feel. I'm going to get my charger for this in a minute.
Yep. Gotta speed run this.
Great break.
So, but at the top of the staff sits this bizarre white mass that kind of has this bizarre look to it. It's kind of it's circular at the top, but it has these ridges along it, kind of creeping up it. Along them is a series of runes. You don't really recognize these runes.
Like any of them?
You recognize a couple as kind of basic channel runes, but most of them are very foreign.
Can I do like a magic roll or something and see if I can like tell like what it would be used, like what like kind of what the purpose of this stuff?
Yeah, you can do that. What's your skill base?
Plus 10 and then 25%.
So you gotta make it into a 25 or lower to succeed.
Yeah, then what does that plus 10 mean? Do I
That means every level you add 10% to that.
Oh,
So next level will be
Don't-
35,
don't.
45.
Don't destroy the whole school.
What are you talking about? It's already destroyed.
That was 62.
You did a lot of shit.
Dude, rolling this? I didn't think it'd be that hard.
What?
So
The,
that's
is
the
it,
problem
is it
with
the
it.
heavy ones?
So
No, it's just
You-
all of them.
you
Like,
don't
it's so-
immediately get a sense. You don't get immediately what a sense for what these runes would be
No,
for, but looking at it and you can kind of make a very general assumption that it's just a basic channel staff. It's kind of because I mean you do kind of recognize a couple runes as some channel runes, but other than that, from what it looks like, it just looks like a weird staff that you could use. And you kind of so Aaron then.
Alright then.
Aaron stands there and says,
Well, I guess I'll ask my dad what it does.
yeah, I guess you probably would ask, and he kind of goes, this is a staff that I have used since I was not an apprentice. It's a very reliable staff. It's nothing too special about it, but it is very useful. He basically goes to describe it as basically a channeling staff, which is a staff that holds energy within it that you can use to recharge your own energy. But other than that, it's basically a magic battery on a stick.
Nice.
But still, it's fairly good. It's got a base 100 extra PPE, so you can write that down. So anyways, he then states that, but do be careful though. It does have a limit, and don't try to charge it yourself.
Wait, does that mean it needs more people?
How
one.
He's basically saying
It doesn't
don't.
get up and ready with one?
Basically
Dang.
saying don't try and use it because something's like most staffs that wizards use are ones that you can both charge from, but you can also channel spells through. He's saying don't do that with this because it's not made for that.
Don't put.
Is it made for like
Oh, he's
absorbing
listening
spells
to
that
your
get
daddy.
shot?
No, it's a basically, as I said, it's a battery. He can recharge his magic points in battle with it, basically. A set amount, but
All right. Cool.
okay. Anyways, it's okay. By the time we end this, I'll go get charged.
Yeah.
Anyways, hold your fucking horses.
Eventually.
I'm trying to establish shit here. Give me a
It
minute.
doesn't help that you're making a bunch of sexual innuendo.
It's only sexual because you're making it.
To be
It's a
fair,
large white staff. It's a large black staff with a white globular stuff.
It's no.
to be fair, he spent 10 minutes talking about the planet.
And you.
No,
I'm
I was
establishing-
watching the timer.
No, he was establishing the background on why we're there. That's perfect.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that like it's only been like 20 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. So anyways,
Yeah.
So anyways, all right. So he then proceeds to say, "Now, with all the pleasantries out of the way, I think it's time we
Meet the must.
send you out. Jorgen, are the dogs ready?" He says, "Yes, sir. They're at the spaceport waiting." And he's like, "No, we're not gonna like actually walk there. So hold your fucking horses as soon as we leave the room."
No, just like.
So anyway,
That's
so
the meeting.
Okay.
so
Once we start to leave, I'm gonna be like, Dad, can I have a minute with you? With like, can I talk to you without
hold on, let me finish this. So then, so he then states that.
In like 7 hours.
Trust me, I did not plan for it to take this long to get you down.
We're just like leashed.
Actually, no, you guys actually got some fun shit coming up in a second. Just
Please tell me we're lifting weights and shooting them.
No, not exactly, but just
Like
give me.
this-
Oh,
Describe the
45
whole
minutes.
Hold on, don't worry.
Alright, anyway, so then he states now. No, Graham. Be safe. Do.
Yes, of course, Father.
And then as he kind of says, now go. You've had your stuff already there at the spaceport. You just need to get over there, I guess.
Okay.
And then so Jordan kind of says, all right, you two, kind of
So then when he starts doing that, he's
and
like,
then your mom kind of, so your mom is standing there kind of just with this kind of, she looks a little bit more worried now. She actually kind of physically looks a little
Yeah.
worried.
and be like,
But she kind of like comes up to behind Aaron and kind of puts his hand on his shoulder and he holds it and they kind of give themselves a quick look of reassurance and then she looks a little better.
yeah, I'm gonna be like, when we start like leaving, I'm gonna be like, hey Dad, could I have a moment with you? And then I'm gonna like look at Mom and be like, just Dad?
And then your mom kind of like, okay, and she kind of walks off towards another door at the end and exits. And Jorgen then Jorgen kind of looks at David and David's just kind of nods his head and Jorgen's like, all right. He kind of motions you politely, kind of trying not to push you this time out the door, and they kind of close it. And
So
now you are now in the empty office with your dad.
So I slowly,
No, it's not empty, but there's no one else in the room.
I slowly drop like this, like not a persona, because like I do respect my father and
Yeah.
understand that he could kick my ass.
Yeah, he can definitely kick your ass. He can kick all your asses.
But like
No, he could.
I chill myself a second, and I'm like, I chill myself a second, like it's like I think like a little bit of that respect fades away, and I'm like, I like lean up against the door that I'm gonna like leave out of, and I'm like, Dad, does this have anything to do with my sister? And then it's just like, and then he'll have whatever.
He kind of adjusts himself a little bit, and just kind of like, and does a little sigh, and he says, I hope not. As far as we know, there's no relation, but in this universe, you never know.
And I say okay, and then like I'm like, okay, and then like I walk out with like the group, and we're gonna go meet you guys.
All right.
So
So you leave the room, the door shuts behind you, and Jorgen's like, "Alright, you two." And he claps his big hands. He's like, "Let's get a move on. You guys got a lot of work ahead of you." And then he kind of motions you guys, and you guys start heading out towards the spaceport.
Okay.
And after that, we're gonna take a quick. We're gonna
Yeah.
continue, or we're gonna.
So we'll cut it here, and next episode we'll meet up you guys right at the beginning, and we'll continue on the story. Because this episode went a little bit longer than I thought it was, just because
I'm not a great.
we're figuring stuff out.
Yeah.